Basically, they like, basically, they, start taking Joe out to like, they taking his own back to jail or something like that, you know what I mean? Or whatever, whatnot. You got him, you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, he didn't even like, die or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shoot, it's crazy. He like hurried up and like, kind of wanna arrested or whatever, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Real though. Anyway, yeah, anyway, so now, since I passed that part, or whatever, when I next year, I mean, like, I was, like, actually at school or whatever, whatnot, you know what I mean? And I was, like, in the middle of teaching these kids, you know what I mean? Real though, but, yeah, I was like, yeah, the first class went good, you know what I'm saying? Second class was, like, going good, too, or whatever, whatnot, but in the middle of the class, like, you know what I'm saying? It was bro, up there was up there whooping and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? For real though, because, like, I don't know. Like, the way that I, like, teach the kids, and I was telling them how I was going to, like, actually do the drills with them or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? So, we got it. Like, when he tried to, like, have a big old argument with all this whooping and stuff. But I wasn't even like, getting into the, you know what I mean? I mean, like, he was trying to make the situation iffie. You know what I mean? For real though. And me, I was like, being professional, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even like, up there on that, you know what I'm saying? For real though. Especially like with the kids, you know what I mean? Because we teaching them how to like, show respect to people and stuff like that. And doing all that whooping and hollering and stuff, it's not like, you know, showing that or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real. And he up there saying like, I was up there like, like actually whooping at him or whatever. Me, I wasn't even doing it. You know what I mean? He was just making that stuff up or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, I'm like, actually trying to teach the kids, like, self-defense moves or whatever, whatnot. Now, saying I didn't even know that my teacher sent him over there to, like, do the moves with the kids or whatever, whatnot. It was an unknown, you know what I'm saying? The only way I found out is when he told me that, you know what I'm saying? So, I actually, like, understood, but he kept on whooping. So, I'm like, alright, bad. For real, because he up there like, trying to get me from stopping, trying to stop me from like, teaching the kids or whatever. And me, I just kept on teaching the kids, you know what I mean? For real though. I'm like, this is how I was thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm not moving nowhere. You feel me? I mean, like, if I'm gonna move, the only way that I'm gonna move is if you move me physically. And you don't want that because it's gonna get sticky in an instant, real quick. You know what I mean? For real. I don't play that stuff. No, not in class. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But I stay professional though. You know what I mean? I stood my ground. You feel me? For real, I don't care how big, how strong, or how tough a person is. You feel me? I mean, like, I'm not running. Oh, no. It's not gonna happen. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Not with me. No. Never. You feel me? But anyway, that's besides the point. Now, I'm just up there just like, you know what I'm saying, up there chilling or whatever. And yes, I had fun of being like in class and all that. Yes, I did, you know what I'm saying, although, and like, you know what I'm saying, just like, actually just like, almost like got ruined or whatever, whatnot. And me, I wasn't gonna let that stuff happen. I wasn't gonna let it get ruined. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I'm not gonna have nobody ruin my fun or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm not finna stand around and then just like look and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we do stand still, but when we like, you know, actually about to bow in and bow out, that's about it. You know what I mean? But in any words, I'm not gonna let nobody spoil my fun just because they wanna go ahead and keep on whooping and all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, like, shoot, I'm not even trying to, like, you know, actually, like, start a problem or nothing like that. The only thing I was trying to do was to use the situation, and that's all. You know what I mean? But anyway, just like I said, this was the point. Now, they probably got Joe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real though. And, like, Shorty played it off smooth. You feel me? I mean, like, she acted like she was a ride or die. You feel me? Real though. You know what I mean? I mean, like, with this, like, you know, with the, like, other women or whatever, whatnot. Not saying try to, like, you know what I'm saying, actually decapitate them. You feel me? For real though. They had them up in this, like, you know, library or whatever, or some sort. You feel me? Had them up in as like get ass container or whatever. You know what I mean? For real though. And like that was like actually like, you know, decapitated him. Like killed him actually. You feel me? For real though. Like I don't know. The lady was like saying like, you know what I mean? And she was going like actually like suffocate him or something like that. Like with some kind of gas or whatever went on, you know what I mean? For real though. Anyway, so I'm like this, like, you know what I mean? I'm just looking like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? For real though. So they up there like, he up there just trying to mess with their heads with psychology and stuff like that. And they wasn't going for it, you feel me? For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean like, actually it was like crazy as ever, you feel me? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, he like, you know, actually saw like shorties that he was involved with, you feel me? For real though. He got one shorty arrested for like her boyfriend's murder, like, and he got like, and the shorty that I was talking about, like, you know, saying that like he dog was dead, she ended up showing up, you feel me? For real though. I mean like, it was really something, you know what I mean? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, oh, it was really something or whatever. I mean, they was up there just like talking to him and all this stuff or whatever went on. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, so yeah, when he saw her, he was surprised as ever. You feel me? Well, anyway, so yeah, yeah, I mean, like he got this woman to kill her twin sister or whatever whatnot. You know what I mean? I mean, like, and I'm surprised because her twin sister knew like jujitsu. You feel me? She knew jujitsu, and I knew I like, you know, saw her like do some jujitsu moves on like Joe. You know what I'm saying? Even before she got like put in that, like, you know, glass, like a glass room or glass case or whatever whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The glass container. You know what I mean? The only way he got her because he started running and he smacked her upside the head with a bowling pin. For real though. You know what I'm saying? That was really something. I was like, oh, because she had that like bowling, like, you know, she had like, you know, some bowling balls and like, you know, the lane up in her house or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? So that was like crazy. I was just laughing for real. I was like, oh, good Lord. Real, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, this stuff was funny as ever. You feel me? Real, but yeah, I was surprised that her, like, you know, sister went through with that. You feel me? I mean, like, shoot, that was really something. Whatever went on, you know what I mean? And then, like, he was asking her, did she wanted to, like, you know, act like her sister because her sister always, like, you know, was all like, you know, cocky with it and all that stuff, and always being full of herself and all that. You know, shit for real though. You know what I'm saying? But hey, shoot, her twin sister did her in, you feel me? So she could get out that case, you know what I mean? So she could, like, snuggle up with, like, you know, her sister's husband. They should be doing, you feel me? But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on notification so you can see my next upload and my next post. And to make sure I make another one tomorrow. And you can check out my previous videos if you like. So long, farewell, goodbye.